Hello people, it's me, Libluini again, with Season 2 of Gem and Holograms. Again we are entering the wonderful world of Dominion 6 in this Let's Play of mine. And again I've got myself into a hassle. I still haven't looked up proper names for renaming. I'm the worst at doing gimmicks, I know. It's also, I'm looking at my clock, 2 AM in the morning, so I'm running on empty again. That's the problem with playing in a different time zone than most of the other players, but them's the breaks, so let's crumble that cookie, because we have messages to see. In Mammoth Grove, we saw Varnheim attacking Helheim, who has given up now and is an AI. But the AI itself isn't too weak, so the Great Hawks failed. Now we lost a cripple. I keep forgetting that those exist. Then there was a battle in the Bowl of Dust. Kailasa, our ally, has attacked and taken one of Hinnom's provinces down in the south. They're blessing themselves and then rushing forward. And the province defense is then getting mega, major, super, double, triple fucked. Fire resistance is high, or yep, that's to expect it. And of course this one is properly blessed because he has the additional fear effect and the invulnerability. This time I managed to speak that word without stumbling. And yeah, can he escape? Nope, he gets stabbed in the back. Oh, sorry guy, you were just one little bit too slow. Then the next battle in the list is our battle in Volga, where we are combining our armies now. And funnily enough, Hinnom tried to shove my one unit off, which would have worked perfectly if we hadn't reorganized our army in this turn. And of course, because we're completely unlucky sometimes, the enemy actually manages to stab one or two of our units in the face before succumbing. That's colossal. Yeah, that's a bit overkill. And yeah, that light infantry managed to stab one of us, but we lost 3 units, which means we probably had some friendly fire from magic too. Then next on the list, another Helheim-Varnheim elf against elves battle. This time Varnheim attacked properly and won. And since Helheim is an AI, they are not really fighting at full power for this time. So yeah, the elves attack, and yeah, even the non-sacred units are just killing everything. Yes. High defense, high attack skill. Of course. Yeah, that's probably for magic, lucky. And blurred. Possibly also for magic. But of course, some elf nations have those kinds of units, but as a sacred version, which opens up even more silly bullshit. But well, this battle was over before it began. Yeah, that's a cavalry charge, and then they're running back, killing some surviving enemy units who are now trying to run away. But nope, they're all dead now. Okay, sometimes the interface is weird. This was the right battle screen at the end there. And then after Kimri we have a fight in Shepherd's Haven between Hinnom and us. Hinnom attacked Ktis. Oh, it's the lizards, of course. They are also green and my shitty eyes can't see the difference. So, since Ktis is also not played by a human player anymore, they're also flying a little bit under 100% efficiency. And in this case, Hinnom storms one of their palisades. Or fireflies and fire darts. I just feel lucky that they haven't researched any stronger spells yet. Probably they will regret this after my magic bullshit kills them a couple times in battle. Yeah, that's incredible. Tons and tons of stabbing. Yeah, fights against fortresses are always a bit risky because of these big choke points. Can always be nasty, but in the end they got away lightly with just 6 dead across the army, and the Kupel defenders got massacred. Then the construction of the fortress in the Broken Land is completed. Good news for us, since we can't upgrade to castles. That's it for us. And we are again laying siege to Valgard. And now they are moderately damaged. I'm guessing because we killed some more units. But now we can keep sieging. In other news... But yeah, that was the offensive of Kailasa down here. Possibly they also attacked here, I don't really exactly remember. And now this army in Shepherd's Haven. Well, they have gained a fortress down there, but they are also now completely cut off. And only because of this fortress here is Hinnom now capable of actually getting money from those two provinces. Without this fortress, those two would just be dead weight in terms of income. That's some rules mechanics for you. How to get taxes together if there is no central point for collecting. And this means they're probably using this army now to come northward to recombine. And Ktis is of course also free, and while it's under AI control, they're probably running interference down here. The elves are fighting here, but we already know this. The fact is, what is with this drone? It's still not taken. And 20 units, so 110 up to 160. We know the scout report is not exactly full on 100% truthworthy, but oh, Arco has actually done something, and another army ready here. I'm guessing they wanted to get brass here, that's why they're showing up in cloud-capped spires instead of further to the east. But this also means they probably have enough units to, with those two armies combined, to take Hinnom on. And Hinnom has curiously left the capital and wandered southward, which, fine, they can walk around and hit us from the east too, but as the connection to Ras immediately leads to us, and they know how many troops we have since we have been moving them around to attack him, so he could see them a couple times. On the other hand, well, I guess he could just be cautious since he has no idea how many troops and leaders I'm hiding here. And whoops, diplomacy messages fucking things up. Yeah, Kailasa hasn't noticed any movements on my part, he told me, which is kind of funny because I'm playing elves, so even my allies can't see what I'm doing. It's of course always funny. So we have this army here and we have these guys here. And of course research. Our research is still fairly low here because I've managed to use so many mages in battle. Let's see, we have one main mage and 1, 2, 3, 6 weirdos who can blast ephemerally. Did I think of pile packing down some? Yep. The army is technically speaking ready to rumble. Well, since Hinnom will take a while to come here. 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn. Yeah. Either that or they're running back now to protect the capital. So anyway, they are neutralized for the moment. So I will now take Ancona with this little army here. Recruitment. Oh yes, we have a new recruit lady here. So you can march your sweet ass over to Seren Forest so we can continue. And you can just research. Oh wait, now I remember. Kushi are huge dark green Feyhounds. They are sacred. Holy shit, that could be god fucking useful. More useful at least than Feyfolk. Completely forgot those Fey dogs. Because if they're sacred and get blessed, then holy hell, are we ready to rumble. The end of the rainbow is hidden sights. Yeah, of course, that's also cute. So let's do this. And then we'll do the other summons. Our new Mega Mage. We have 166. Yeah, we are recruiting mages here too now. And do we need another 2 other sorcerers? Well, it isn't really slowing down our own recruitment here. But maybe not yet. Do we have... Oh, of course, we don't have any army leaders here, because I've sent them all away. While our ladies can command a lot of magic beings, they aren't exactly the greatest army commanders in the universe. And since we need magic, let's do this as a She-Lord. This means we can also get more secrets. Perfect. Oh, resources. Exactly. So let's see. Oh, yes, of course. Resources. Funny. Fearbolgs need 2 resources. So let's do it like this. And next turn I'll... Oh wait, I forgot I can't use Gem and her ability to lead troops to do something here. Let's see, hold on fire, closest enemy. Enemy archers, why not? This is an evergreen for my suicide troops. Hold on fire, closest enemies, so they're waiting for their buff spells and then march forward to get into range for their spears. Basic shit, really. The Broken Land. We are... Oh yeah, of course, we have started recruiting here. And from now on, the ladies will come 1 per turn. We have tons of resources here, but of course, flying units with riders like this take tons and tons of recruitment points. So our high resources are completely wasted here. Can't even drain it into somewhere else without building more shit. So those are continue to researchings. Here will be summoning startings and yeah. Completely forgot that I was continuing to recruit them here. Let's make them ready to... yes, of course. So, now let's scout more. Scout more. You go here. No idea what my Ellie is doing. So let's you go here and you go here now into Merovia. It's not exactly like we can get to this way around, so let's just be past our new border for the time being. And I hope the scouts manage to walk past the armies. So of course there will be marching, not scouting. Yeah, patrolling, sorry. These Dvirdas, led by Enipeos, will try to get those marrows. Should be doable. Second army will take Andoria and then try to reinforce Valgard to take the fortress before the big army of Hinnoms can reach us. And maybe if you're lucky and they're rushing back to protect the capital, we may getting our hands on Valgard without a big fight, and then we can continue marching downward. So to be fair, I want to throw in White Peaks. So depending on what Kailasa is doing, to prevent a snipe blocking our way, we may continue into the swarm if Hinnom is indeed rushing back. He continues marching in front. I'll concentrate on taking Valgard, and if he is retreating, I am trying to get at least into the swarm to get the connection to White Peaks. If it then turns out Hinnom is concentrating on its many other enemies, or maybe the player gives up, I don't know, I'll continue to claim a couple provinces here. Arco will probably, if Hinnom can't fight us off, take Hinnom itself, and we'll probably take some of the juicy provinces up here in the north, while Kailasa eats the entire south, including Tis. It should make those two players satisfied, since them getting capitals is a huge boost. And I should be able to lay claim to the throne then. Just have to be careful, since I don't really have lots of shock resistant units. Would be funny if the war then is over, since Arco's player is someone who is generally peaceful towards me. This may mean that if Ur stays on our side and Arco stays on our side, we may end up turning south against Kailasa, because what I've told Kailasa about Hinnom is of course true if we are the ones who are taking him in a vice. So let's hope that we can have some nice chance, nice new territory to take and then absorb before it's Kailasa time for us. Or wait, maybe we'll keep peace with Kailasa and instead turn on Ur, depending on what Ur is doing. Because if Ur is attacking Arco, we may end up stopping our net with them, our non-aggression pact. But it's far in the future. Right now we should concentrate on fighting Hinnom, since big armies of giants supported by mages is still a right on danger. And Myrmidons and Icarids, it's not exactly lots and lots of stuff, but there's a second army, maybe more coming. If Arco actually snipes the capital, well, he deserves it. Maybe because Hinnom should be at least capable of stopping Arco's troops. If he can't even do that, well, okay, that's out of my hands. And until then, let's see, if we gain enough provinces in income, like this is not so much, but this and this together would be 100, this would be 200, so we are earning, so this is probably nothing, this is probably another 100, so if we can gain some more provinces, we actually getting enough money, we can pay for building another fortress At the very least one here in, let me read this, Strong Bay, just in case. And then we'll probably plop one down in, that's my minimal target, Silbermark. Silbermark, heck, that's German, Silbermark, instead of Silvermark. That's cute. And hey, maybe if we gain some more provinces. After all, if Kailasa can take even Ktis and all the southern and eastern provinces, they probably have nothing against us taking those 4, for example. And Arco, of course, will probably take Hidom itself, or lose horribly, in which case they probably only get Lupia and nothing else. But again, that's for the future. But now you're attacking here and here and here. So you take, I have something for you. Go to cast ritual spell, click on monthly ritual, and then at the end of the rainbow, and please start doing your thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he cannot reach everything since the spell hasn't exactly the largest range of all time. But this also means I'm spending some of my gems and don't have to let my weirdos walk around. Did I do everywhere researching? Ah yes, I've already finished here. Scouts are moving, and I guess this guy just arrived here. Let's see here now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 combat mages and 1 main mage. Similar like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, of course. So I set 6 for each. This of course means let's recruit here. Oh, we still have something by here, so let's continue getting Baoban cheese since it's cheap enough that I don't have to rely on my horse mages too much. They have more protection and shit and can take a couple more hits than usual thanks to the horse they are sitting on. They are also more expensive, and at least our Baoban cheese are can easier hide. And around stealth 65, huh? Okay. Keep forgetting that they are elves. Well, regardless of how much armor they're carrying around, they can just switch themselves to hiding and then walk off. It's always useful. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Okay, well, let's do it like this. You guys are now hold and fire enemy archers, like the other guys, and I'm putting you roughly into the same quadrant. And then I'm giving you to Maddock, and ephemeral blast. Those two are now also kill attack mages. Oh, yes, and of course you can now have a formation as a tree. So, Maddock, I will join to the weirdos down below. And they... oh, perfect. They can go over there. And in attack mode, so they will immediately join the army there. And that's it really for this time. Everything is ready. From next time on, I will start raising a magic army to support my mundane army, and then we will see how stupid we can get with this. Also, I have to take into account we'll probably need our global to get enough glamour gems to matter, or we have to find some hidden sites we've missed. Now, research is down to 100 again, since we are activated even more mages to move. But we are also now stable at recruiting 3 mages a turn. Wait, 3 mages? 4 mages. So we are currently recruiting a mage in each of our 4 fortresses and still recruiting troops to boot, despite our growing maintenance costs for all those troops and mages. So we're not too shabby off, and since I won't use all of the new mages immediately for battle, this means for a while now our research will start raising up again. Conjuration, evocation 5, then construction. Yeah, that will take a while. It's like something like 4 turns here, 5 turns. Well, no, my magic research is going up after all. Well, it's probably not more than 4 turns, and then probably not more than 5 turns for evocation. But still, 9 turns is almost an entire year in game, so it's not exactly 1 day. That's it for this time. Now I have to talk with Kailasa about elves. Libluini, out. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello people, it's me, Libluini, and welcome back to Dominion 6 here in German Hologram Season 2. It's now fall in the year 2 of the Ascension Wars, and our war against Hinnom aggression goes up a level. Kailasa has taken some territory in the south, and Arco some in the north, but Hinnom seems to realize that I'm the main enemy, so instead of fighting back against others, they are concentrating on us. So isn't this nice? Well, first things first, Loveland has caused some wonder dogs, so let's take a look before we are onto the battlefield. So they are larger than I thought and really good at fighting. Our defense is above average, which is nice because after they get blurred and say sacrificed, they are really hard to hit. And they have more hit points than I thought possible. They're also fucking fast. They have 0 fatigue from anything, an encumbrance of only 2, so I can bite a lot. Their thick fur gives them even some minor protection against lighter hits. So archers will have some trouble with them. The magic resistance is high, their moral is high. They're really good troops actually. Now we have those she-warriors here. Oh, lovely. That's kind of funny. Okay, let's do it this way. Brian, you can get these guys here. And this is a little guardian. Since Brian is supposed to be standing here. Of course, in terms of leadership, Brian is incredibly shitty. He just has the numbers. I guess because he is collecting experience points for so long. But this means we now have one sad stack of really beefy units. Of course, they're even better in certain ways than the footmen. Of course, they have insane defense skills and high protection. So they can basically be the backbone, while the Kushi can be our mailed fist. Let's take a look at what is. They have 10. It's always be 10, never more. So you can blast off. Great, lovely. You have 12 and Elite has 9. So actually, no, it makes more sense to have him keep researching and have her get us some more big doggies. And now we have 20. And Nacha can summon Footfall. That's a bit more pricey, but at least we get some bonus. She has 4, that means we get 7 if I'm not too far off base. Let's do this. Let's take a fast look at our research. 141. Yeah, I've mobilized tons of mages again, and we are researching Conjuration 5 right now. The idea being to get some Fey Knights. Is there anything else useful? Well, we could awaken a sleeper, which is like a really good commander. Not really sure we need it, since we have good commanders ourselves, but it's another option in the toolkit. Afterwards we are raising to level 5, so we can get Illusory Army. It's a nice fuck you spell on the battlefield, but also nice for assassins, which we have some of. After that we are Construction, so we can finally forge some boosters. And so on. The rest is far off. Oh, the Gates of Horn and Ivory, yeah, that's a research goal. Now our research goals are set for a shitload of turns. Just look at this, even with recruitment going on, it's take us something like 3 turns more to get the next level alone. Invocation 5, then is something like 4 to 5 turns more. It will take us a while. Let's go back to our messages. Tyke has cast End of the Rainbow, and he is still casting. Of course he is now casting to the wrong province, so we have to correct this. Say, wait a minute, did he go? Yes, level 9. So nothing was found here. Wait a minute. Well, okay. Would be funny if we find a fireside here, so let's do this. You know, nature is not really what we want right now. Go back to monthly and fuck it. No, I've forgotten again. So let's see. There's a side here. With yeah, of course you're getting. Oh, of course, we can take a look in Feral Woods and Saren Forest. Let's start with Saren Forest since it's safer, far away from the battlefront. Recruitment. Yeah, I'm still maging it up here. And it's too slow going. I really need to build a fortress here as soon as I can spare the money. Resources 12. Huh. Yeah, I keep forgetting those aren't many resources. Yeah, of course, this means we can't build a new fortress up since we're already straining ourselves here a little bit. We have 13. Can we... Oh, yes. Recruitment points are kind of too high for everything here. The only thing we could squeeze in is another slinger each turn. Better than nothing. The militia is not that much better. Let's keep garnetting it up for now. It's cheaper than normal. The Feral Woods also recruiting something, but not that much. Oh, Karen, you get some reserve troops here. Yeah, as you can see, he started moving our Hinnom friend. Lost the battle in Ras. I mean, I have no idea why he wandered into the wrong direction first. I'm guessing he was planning an attack himself. Yeah, some undead people, which is actually a good idea because our glamour will do jack and shit against them. But since they are just walking skeletons, they are kind of down on the hit point side. The defense skill is also kind of shitty and they have slightly above average attack. And low protection, or in a medium range I would say. Shitty magic resistance, but they will never run away, so they can be annoying to deal with. Then we have these guys here. Magic resistance okay, protection okay. hit points in the, well, their giants range. Morale is fairly okay, and they have good attack and defense skills. And they control javelins that do a ton of damage because they are giants, and thanks to their high strength they even have some more range than normal spear throwers, if I remember correctly. Then we have the sword version. Those of course will be utterly fucked since they have nothing to attack us from afar, and their protection isn't high enough to get our magic spears out of their stomachs. Then we have these guys here, which is... oh yes, we have great bows. Those are somewhat of a danger, but I'm not sure he has enough to deal with us, especially since we have the annoying habit of putting things into thin lines, so a lot of those hits will miss. Then here are some giant skeletons. They're kind of scary looking if they hit, which isn't a given with our Sacreds. And they only have 10 hit points, which is low for giants, because they're again just walking bones. Then he has lots of magic, which is a good idea, but of course he has mixed air mages in, and fire mages. It's not like we have resistance against air. And since they're giants, they're a bit beefy, and thanks to high magic resistance they won't take much damage from our magic. But this only means in consequence they have the easier time running away. Let's continue watching. All those lightning bolts, and that's a lot of magic. Of course the drawback of this is if there's a main battle, mages on both sides will die. Hopefully. I mean, I have tons of normal units to absorb losses. Our 2 other warriors are kind of... maybe I should put the she-warriors in front. As you can think, our attack in Andoria was painfully easy. So it isn't even worth looking at. Sad thing is, yes, now of course I can't continue forward, since this army will probably try to relieve the siege at Valgard first and free those juicy troops down there. There's of course a drawback at this tactic. Not only do we have mages here, and a lot of them, we have, oh yeah, these guys, these fucking unbelievable guys, which are kind of in the way now. There are actually some nice troops here. Of course, the problem is if I put them in front of my troops and they take too many losses, then my plan to attack into the ocean will be fucked. So let's do like I did in Season 1 and put them into Andoria and the next underwater. If we are lucky and they win, then they can stay there and recruit more units. Mirrors are shitty, but they can get out of the water. It can always be useful. Let's put something here to take a look. And of course, see. Ah yes, of course, we have 2 super mages here. Both of them capable of twilighting it up. Which is kind of dumb that we're still so far away from getting Evocation 5. That would have been a useful thing to do for our level 4 mages. And now one of them is kind of just superfluous, since we now have to unify both armies to take this on. Yeah, let's take those less useful units in the front. Same here. Sacreds behind. And only those guys up in the front to be a little bit of a dispersal pattern. The other army is then a bit differently aged. Let's take your here. Let's leave lots of empty space between our troops. We have a block of casters here and a block of casters here. But the first thing I'm doing is... Okay, regardless where he's going, I want to hit him off. Well, I'll put my armies, all of my armies, here, into Gol Amrod. This then means, logically, that regardless of what happens, we have a solid army, and then we either capture him in Volgard, together with the other troops, and put him under super siege, or we have to throw him back from Feral Woods, or try to catch him in Andorra. I hope it's not one of these cases where he plans to avoid fighting me. I hope him marching forward with this huge block of units means he wants to fight, because then we can fight him too. And together our armies are combined of exactly the same strength, thus that my army consists of more mages and has higher quality troops. And if we take this, good for us. No idea what Arco wants to do up there. If he is opportunizing, then we will probably try to take us, since he is an ally in quotation marks. So if he does this, then I of course can't really push him back from there. Our main goal is for now to maneuver the army of Hinnom into a trap and destroy it, and then afterwards try to take more provinces. Right now it seems, however, that Hinnom has already internally given up, because if he wins against us, all he has done is that all his nation falls to Arco and Kailasa. Which kind of sucks, really. But at least we now have the possibility of creating so many magic units that we can take on Kailasa afterwards. Ah yes, I keep forgetting the Marrow are the shittiest of shitty troops. So let's do some more Turtle Warrior for the future. We need to fight someone underwater. Turtle Warriors aren't too bad. That's all I can do this turn. We did some site searching, some maneuvering, some recruiting, and some scouting. Yeah, looks like Kailasa is cleaning up with extreme speed down there. And it probably would have been better if I hadn't asked for help, I think. Well, it wouldn't be me without committing a seriously bad strategic decision that come back to haunt me later. Now I have to actually hope that Arco can get Hinnom's capital first, because this means Kailasa is a bit weaker than me. Troubling, of course, if Kailasa pushes too fast, then I'll have to turn my troops on them. At least they don't have giants, so if I send my assassins out, we'll wreak some unimaginable havoc against them, which is always cute. And Muspelheim, our friends from last time. Or is this just a case of Rus? Yeah, it's just a case of a double name. Rus is fake fantasy Russia, so it's a different nation altogether. So, that's it for this turn. Really, there is nothing I've forgotten, right? Oh, we lost our scout. That's mean. That's another army down here. It's a fairly beefy army. So I hope he is doing this smart thing and attacking Kailasa. Because the more Kailasa has to fight him in the soul, the less opportunities they have to help me, in quotation marks. The local lawgiver has caught a traitor. More unrest, more gold, and a Baneblade. Ah, in my capital. That's shitty, but okay. Then in Kimri, Independence attacked but got defeated. Then we lost another scout. Oh no, it's the same scout. Oops. Moderately damaged. Yeah. Yeah, then Yearning now with the creation reached its magic ship. Dire Potent. The land down under. The Vomp has acquired the means to create those weapons. Let's see, do I have something? I must be the most terrible player at this area. I keep forgetting simple things like where the fuck is research? Oh, global. Oh, someone got the Forge of the Ancients. Our magic items forged have the game cost reduced by 20%. Our mages crafts items if they had as if they had the ability Master Smith +1. That's either 2 or 3 errors, I'm not very sure. So not only can you get reduced costs for forging, you get even better reduced cost by all your mages transforming into Master Smiths. So +1 means they will forge stuff at 1 game cost less, and additionally the 20% reduction. I really hope the 20% comes first, otherwise you fuck yourself over, but anyway the boost alone is a lot. And it's a fairly high Earth enchantment. So, well, Agatha, that's interesting. That's actually a game-changing thing if that player can turn this against us. I guess someone of us has to go in and look into some hole in the ground. And too bad it's far away. We can't really see anything. Okay. Someone was already in the ground. Good to know. But that's it. That's it for now. We can't do anything more. So let's end this. Diploini out.